Yeah, well, today is Monday, November 9th, 2015. Um, the second time I'm trying to make this video, by the way. I screwed it up the first time, apparently, 'cause I sure didn't record anything. Um, Buddy's out on the porch. He likes the porch. We just went out, did a good healthy poop. Double poop. Good thing. Oh, I forgot to write it down, too. I gotta write that down. Um, the most difficult thing I'm finding about living up here, I've been here now for 9 days, is getting food here. Food is a major trouble point. I haven't quite figured out how to do all that yet. I've pretty much eaten out of the gas station and or Century store up there. Now Century's a good thing, but it's real difficult getting there on weekends. And me and Buddy had to walk back when we went there on Saturday because the bus was going to take like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, I think, to come back around and pick us up again. And the first time I went to Century, uh, I decided to bring a taxi cab back, which is expensive. Okay, even my old age card here, my taxi cab card, it's expensive. It cost me like damn near $10 or something. I can't even remember. Maybe it's $8 or you know, because they only give you like two something off. Or when I was driving cab, the government paid up to like about $15, and the customer only had to pay like $1.50 or something like that. Well, now the government pays like $1.50 or maybe $2.50 or whatever the case is, and customer pays the rest. Um, so it's not a real ideal system. Of course, we do have a Republican, Governor Walker, in the office now, so that's why prices have gone up. Uh, he's more for helping the taxpayers rather than the elderly and disabled, who he really doesn't give a crap about. Um, and by taxpayers, I'm talking about company owners and the already pretty well off to do people. Uh, we can get into all that political stuff some other time. Um, Hardest thing about living here is going to be acquiring food. I want to get a car battery, but that's going to be something I'm going to have to put on the list for another time too, because I have to prioritize here. Priorities say that number one thing I got to do is get food. Once I get a stable amount of food around here, to where I can just go into the kitchen, I'm hungry, I can walk into the kitchen and say, well, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this, another thing. Okay, so I'll eat this. You know, I got to get to that point, where I can walk into the kitchen and make a couple different choices of stuff I can eat. Which means I got to get a bunch of basics around here. Um, I've got some spices. I don't have a whole lot of spices, but I got some spices. Salt, pepper, oregano, garlic powder. Um, I don't have any cumin. I don't have any chili powder. I don't have anything like that. I don't have extensive spices, but I got salt and pepper anyway. Oregano and garlic. Uh, and spices are all going to come sooner or later. You know, so the food don't taste real good. You know, tell that, whatever. It's kind of like I'm starting over here again. The good thing is I've got all my pots and pans. I've got some glasses, and I also bought new glasses. I'm talking drinking glasses from St. Vincent de Paul. I got through a voucher from I think it was St. William's Church gave it to me, or somebody gave me a voucher, you know, that I got the furniture and stuff with, and you know, so I'm not doing horribly, but I need food. Food is a major problem up here, and just coming off the weekend, it's right now it's 8:43 a.m. Monday morning, the November 9th. Um, and food is a definite uh, problem right here and now. Um, Heck, I gotta spend these food stamps. I gotta get the Century Store too. Spend the rest of these food stamps, because otherwise, come the 12th, which will be oh, the 12th is Thursday. Um, what's left on my food stamp card will disappear, and I just put brand new funds in it. So I got till from now until Wednesday actually to spend the rest of these food stamps. So I definitely got to get at the Century this week. Um, I got to get to the food pantry. Because what the food pantry will do is, well, it'll give me a bunch of basic crap, you know, things I can choose from. You know, stuff I wouldn't normally buy myself. But it at least gives you the illusion that you got a lot of food around, you know, or whatever you want to think of it as. Stuff you wouldn't normally eat, but what the heck, you know, it's here, so you eat it. The problem with food pantry is that I can take the number 6 downtown, catch the number 5, bring that back over here, basically, just a mile or so over, and go to the food pantry that way, or and take the number 6 over to shops at Fox River and walk across that big huge field. Um, I can't remember how far that is, you know. It's not even a quarter mile, you know. Maybe it's an eighth of a mile or something, you know. It's like a soccer field and a football field side by side, something like that. And you got to walk across both of them. Um, and then there's, well, I don't know. It's a pretty good little hefty walk, especially for a 60-year-old man and a 12-year-old dog. It'll be easier now than it is after it snows. Snow season is coming up here quick. Um, I'll take my shopping cart with me. But yeah, trying to get food up here is difficult at the very least. Trying to keep cigarettes around here is difficult, which is something else. I got to go down to a smoke shop. Now I'm fresh out of roll 'em up tobacco, so all I got is factory made cigarettes. So I gotta get me some more tobacco for emergencies, backup crap. I gotta get food, um, which is a major problem up here. I'd actually even asked my daughter if she could give me a ride to the store or to the food pantry. I work all day, Dad. Or she's got to go to work second shift. I don't remember. But the answer is no. Useless damn kid. Um, Besides, it'd be real difficult with her too because then she'd want to turn on some religious crap on the radio and recruit another Christian for the cause, bull crap like that. Um, the kid's out of her freaking mind, you know what I mean? I want to go just short of saying retarded, but that's how I think of religious people. Not religious, they're retarded. What can I say? That's another subject for another time, but food is my number one priority. How to get food up in here. Um, Last night, I made some mashed potatoes. I got mashed potatoes here, left over from. I've been packing it up with me and stuff like that. Left over from 500 North Prairie. Um, I brought 2.5 boxes of mashed potatoes I got from the food pantry. Um, that's how my mother got diabetes, actually, is by eating nothing but mashed potatoes. But that's what I ate last night. Uh, my mother was real big on vegetables and stuff like that before she died. Um, she considered mashed potatoes a good vegetable. Only gave her sugar diabetes. Um, she ate and ate and ate and ate mashed potatoes like crazy. Got very little protein, and she got literally no exercise whatsoever. She went from her bed, that was in the front porch, to the kitchen, to the bathroom, and to her chair in the living room. That's all the exercise she got. So she got really hefty, and developed sugar diabetes because of too many starches, probably. And she got no exercise, so. I was just checking to see if my light was on. I noticed a light spot up to the sides from the window. I definitely don't want to end up with diabetes. So I fully intend on getting plenty of exercise and eating a lot of protein. But that's my major problem right now is how to get to the store. And not so much get to the store, but how to get stuff from the store or the food pantry back here. Like I said, I'm going to have to take number 6 downtown, and then number 5 up to the food pantry, and then reverse the entire process, take number 5 back downtown, and number 6 back up here again, carrying a whole bunch of crap, most of which, because food pantry gives you a lot of stuff that, is baking soda, baking powder, and and which will work actually here, you know, because now that I got a stove, sink, refrigerator, full kitchen, you know, I can actually use some of that stuff. In fact, I fully intend on buying me some decent flour and maybe start making my own tortillas and things like that. Um, maybe homemade bread. That'd be cool. Uh, I'm an old guy. Live alone with my dog. Don't have a job. You know, so if I get me a bunch of flour and um, salt and baking powder and stuff like that, then I mean I can actually start making homemade bread. Whoa! Wouldn't that be cool? Um, oh, I love homemade bread. Oh man, throw some caraway seeds in there, give it some flavor. Man, oh man. Um, but for the time being, I just got to get some kind of solid food from a can or a box or some damn thing past my lips and into my belly. And it's number one priority. And of course, the weekend was a complete waste of time because, well, the buses don't operate normally on the weekends. And of course, I had no ride. Something else I want to get eventually. I've come to the conclusion, you know, I've done a little checking out on the web here too. But I'm thinking the only problem my car might actually have is that piece of crap battery that's in there. It's a half-dead battery. You know, so if I replace the battery, the car might work just perfectly fine. I can get it through emissions and I'll be able to have a car again. I'm out of tobacco except for factory cigarettes. And I don't have but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them left. I got to get to the bank, which is way downtown. So I may have to spend a good few hours out of here today. You know, 4 or 5 hours. My number one thing though is food. You got to get some food. And then I'm also going to need cigarettes, you know. So, well, sitting here chit-chatting everybody and talking about it ain't getting anything done. So, time for me to check out the old bus schedule. And it's the wrong schedule. The number 6 bus schedule. And try to figure out how to get some supplies up in here. Of course, then the thing is, you know, I mean, once you get some food up in here, then you have a tendency to eat it. And all the rest of your plans for that day are kind of shot because you eat. And then you just want to say, okay, I'm good. I'm fine. I gotta take a nap. You know. So, I gotta concentrate on food here. See if we get some of that here. And see what's going on. Later, Gators. Have a good one. Bye.